What's up, Planeswalkers? Fearix6 back playing some Magic the Gathering Arena Beta. Let us jump into a new run of Quick Constructed with the good old White Black Zombies. Let's see if we can at least get to 4 wins and stay going infinite. Hopefully we can get to the sweet coveted 7. I did open a Dominaria pack that had a rare wild card, so I now have my full 3 Liliana's Mastery. Which means the deck, as I currently want the final iteration to be, is missing the 4 Isolated Chapels and then 2 of the Flex Spot, which I'm probably going to try using Never to Return. I think that card is the correct choice to have in the removal Flex Spot. It's really interesting. I was on the forum reading various threads, and one of the things that myself and many others seem to want is some sort of way to exchange wildcards. Our opponent here is Durgan. Let's see what opening his hand is before I continue. Or you can take forever to mulligan. That's fine. I should have just kept it. Okay, so I have 4 Mythic Rare wildcards, and nothing I necessarily want to spend them on, but I do want to add. I've been saying that I need to mulligan more aggressively. I'm on the draw, so I think this is fine to mulligan, and I'm much happier with this hand. I have a 1 and a 2. I want a 3. I actually think that I bottom this because I want to guarantee mastery as close to on 5 as I can. So I have 4 Mythic Rare wildcards, and what I would love to be able to do is to downshift them into a couple rares. Someone on the forums mentioned potentially going 1 Mythic Rare wildcard down to 3 rare wildcards. I think that's excessive. I wouldn't be upset if they even allowed us just to go like 1 for 1 down, like 1 Mythic Rare wildcard into 1 rare wildcard. But personally, I would prefer if it could be 2 down step. So if you have 1 Mythic Rare wildcard, you can get 2 rare wildcards. From those 2 rare wildcards, you could get 4 total uncommon wildcards. Non-creature, non-land, so they essentially have to pick Liliana's Mastery here. That's totally fine. And then from those 4 uncommon wild cards, you would get, 16 commons? Something like that? I might have screwed up my math somewhere, but it's fine. And then on the flip side from that, it would be interesting if they had a system for upscaling, even if it's like twice as much. So instead of being the system of 1 to 2 with the Mythic Rares into rare wildcards, it could be something like 4 to 1, where you have to spend 4 rare wildcards to get 1 Mythic Rare. And that might sound like a crazy conversion rate, but as it is right now, there is no conversion rate. I currently have a bunch of commons and a bunch of uncommons, and theoretically I could slowly work all of those up to be better systems, or to be better wildcards. And even just like that system that has like very stringent restrictions, I think would just be beneficial to free-to-play players. Back to the game. So it looks like I'm playing against Grixis deck. I think I will go ahead and attack with both. See what they end up doing. If they block the Festering Mummy, I can kill it. Okay. What the hell? He knows I can kill it, right? Sure, Majesty, that's fine. I'm still gonna kill your... Unless he has another in hand? I'm 100% fine with this. I'll get my Liliana's Mastery back. I will absolutely take action, thank you. there's an argument for playing Plague Belcher first, but I actually think that oops, yeah, they didn't realize. Excuse me, what? Why can't I play that tapped? Oh, weird stuff. So yeah, so here I'm going to just play Festering Mummy, because I don't necessarily have a turn 4 play right now anyway, and I'd be able to use Festering Mummy on Plague Belcher. So yeah, it looked like my opponent didn't understand the interaction. Oh, speaking of 4-drops, I forgot I do want to craft Josu Vest and put that in the deck as well. So I'm still technically missing 8 cards from the deck, all of which are rares, and I have no rare wild cards, so... Huh, interesting. Well, I will go ahead and attack. I'll have to decide whether or not I want to put counters on Festering Mummy or Plague Belcher, since I will have access to Liliana's Mastery. That's fine. That makes the decision for me. For what it's worth, the Magma Spray exiling it means that they wouldn't lose life if I'd cast Plague Belcher first, so I don't actually lose anything there. I'm going to pretend to leave up white. White tends to have more reactive tricks. And I'm sort of fine with this going down. It's very possible that he has some sort of burn, but he's running low on cards. And we're on Liliana's Mastery next turn. And the following turn we will be able to Ifnir Deadlands our desert. Yeah, our graveyard, we only have the Festering Mummy. He has 2 Magma Sprays and a Kite Sail. Let's see what they have here. But yeah, being able to convert my mythic rares into rares would be very helpful. Sure, that's fine. This essentially, unless they're playing specifically Spell Pierce, this guarantees me Liliana's Mastery here. And if they're playing Spell Pierce, congratulations. They must be dying to the mono red and green white decks. Well, it looks like they have something that they are able to do. My assumption is that they have the Hieroglyphic card, the Cycle one. But yeah, I have 2 3/3s here. Drawing Vanquisher's Banner is fantastic. Next turn I can play Vanquisher's Banner, have 2 4/4s. I'm not at all afraid of them playing Plague Belcher. Like, that takes up 3 of their mana. They'll have 2 left. And it's not great on this board. I assume they'll put it on the Hashitaker, just to maintain the 5/4, yeah. And that's totally fine. Let's see if they play anything main phase. Reveal Tetzmook, okay. That is fine. At present, they do not have the mana to be able to cast it. I will go ahead and just Vanquisher's Banner here. I want to make sure I have the ability to start drawing through my deck, casting my zombies. So I mean, this deck looks like they're trying to be a Grixis control type deck, and sadly for them, I am able to generate a heaping amount of value, and I will absolutely just attack both here. I have no problem trading 1 for 1 here. It's not even 1 for 1 because Liliana's Mastery gave me 2 things. So, yep, that's the correct. Yeah, that's the correct blockage because he already has Tetzmook on this one. Sure, that is fine. Even if they drop Tetzmook next turn, I mean Tetzmook is a 6/6, so it's you know, it's a big dude, but it's not undefeatable. Alright, sure, Ravenous Chupacabra. Now he has no inherent value on the Tetzmook, that's fine. Theoretically, I could Ifnir Deadlands, but it's just not nearly as valuable as playing 1 or possibly 2 Plague Belchers here. I definitely want to keep up the plains, because I may draw into a 2-drop zombie that requires white, so I want to keep that in mind. And I'm just going to be drawing cards, so theoretically I can just outvalue him here. I didn't draw planes, but I did draw another land, like period, full stop, which means I'm able to cast my second Plague Belcher and continue stringing along my cards. And this is the reason I want to keep Vanquisher's Banner in the deck. It means I'm running 3, 6, 8 5-drops, but I'm fairly certain it's absolutely worth it. Alright, cool. I draw a card. Does my opponent have a response? They do not. Do I want 2 5/4s or do I want a 7/6? I think I want a 7/6 here. My reasoning is that they can't, because of their mana situation, they won't be able to play a land, use Texamok, and then kill my 7/6. And having a 7/6 will help me murder them. So I am going to pile it onto the single Plague Belcher. They could Magma Spray, which it looks like they might be trying to do. That is fine. So for what it's worth, I am technically down a creature in that situation, but I'm able to, at present, kill their Texamok. My assumption here is that they didn't draw a land because they would have just jammed it. I don't see a reason to hold on to it. Next turn, I will cast Binding Mummy first. If I draw land that's untapped, I can activate Ifnir Deadlands. If I draw more zombies, which is relatively likely, then I'll just cast them and draw more cards. And this is really the value of this deck, is that your 5-drops are just so powerful, and each of your creatures is valuable in its own right. Literally the weakest creature. Oh, okay. The weakest creature in this deck is Festering Mummy, and even that has tricks associated with it. So yeah, it looks like they're not going to be casting Texamok this turn. What do you do? What do you? I want to see what you do. He's on target. Sure, that's fine. The fact that I top decked, or the fact that I have a swamp, means that I'm guaranteed able to Ifnir to kill, so I at least get through for 7. So let's see. Although, if I draw another, I will go ahead and use this. Why not? With Binding Mummy. So if I draw another zombie, I'll be able to tap things down. I did not, so that's fine. So what I will do is I will Swamp and Ifnir. And I will kill the... I don't know if it matters. I'll kill the Dire Fleet, I suppose. I have to tap all of my mana. So they are going to have a Texamok next turn, but with Binding Mummy, I should be able to just race them. If necessary, I can just keep Ifnir Deadlandsing it as well. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get in here for 7. Put them down to 12. Next turn, their entire turn will be playing Texamok. At present, I don't have a fantastic... Well, no. Because my Binding Mummy is a 4/4 thanks to two Anthems, I would be able to just drop Texamok down with Ifnir Deadlands to being a 4/4, and then I can, if nothing else, trade, right? So I'm pretty confident in my standing here. And this is only game 1. Alright, let's see what my opponent would like to do. I'm going to go ahead and highlight through these cards for everyone. If anyone's curious, this is the new art for Sulfur Falls. Very interesting deck my opponent is playing. Seems they might have a pirate sub-theme? I don't know if they have any payoff in the deck for it, but who knows? I did also see, apparently this is when my opponent is taking a while, this is forum talk with Felix. I also saw some disgruntled posts about Arena being pay to win, and I haven't put any money into it, and I consider this deck isn't amazing. And I guess, to be fair, I've been playing Magic for several years. a long time. But I recognized early on what type of deck I wanted to build, and I went towards building it just by playing the game. Especially now that the reward structure is how it is, I'm able to get packs pretty easily. I'm also able to play this, which is I think the rewards for Quick Constructed is pretty fair. Only having to win 4 out of 7 games, I think that's pretty good for going infinite, especially since you're getting rewards as well. Even though they're like 3 random cards still. But I don't know. It's possible that I am an outlier in this situation. So what they can do if they don't time out, I'm assuming they have some internet troubles. Okay. If they don't time out, then they can activate Tetsamok and then play Tetsamok. I'm curious if... No, because it would have told me that I'm timing out. I was slightly worried that I'm the one who's actually timing out. But... Hello? Because, like, if they activate Tetsamok and then play him, it's fine. I don't understand why you're not... They must have disconnected, which I do feel bad for, because I mean they drew the land. That would be a decent play for them, but yeah, unfortunately for them. Alright, yeah, they are now dead. Man, that absolutely sucks. I've definitely been on the back end of 7 plus, that's only 11, so if I want to kill them this turn, I have to do this. I've been on the back end of some DCs, and it's definitely not great. I don't know if Arena's like DC system is unsavory, but for whatever reason, DCing in this game is harsh. It seems very difficult to reconnect. Alright, let's go ahead and win this one. Kind of a sad way to win our first game, but we are 1-0 at this point. Oh, right, and the fact that Brawl still works for your quest is also great. They could have made it so that they didn't, and that would just make the feel of grinding a lot worse. Yeah, alright, let's hop into our second game. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I split up the last 2 videos. I think I'm going to try this one at full length and just record until I lose or record until I win. Our opponent's Sipil. Only bronze rank, but rank doesn't necessarily matter. They could theoretically just like be concede farming, which is something that happens. But yeah, let me know if you guys would prefer shorter videos, like 20-ish minutes. I'm going second. I have both closed. So the reason I'm keeping this hand is 1, I have Cast Out, which I can cycle if I need to for more land, and 2, I have a guaranteed turn 1, turn 2. So I will keep this, especially since I'm going second. So a shorter video around 20 minutes, a mid-range video around. Go ahead and play Festering Mummy, just so I can trade 1 for 1 here. Around 30 to 40 minutes. Or if you don't mind watching single chunks of a large amount of videos. I'll trade one drop for 1 drop here. They're obviously the aggressive deck in this matchup, so I'm absolutely fine just murdering that. They will probably play something that has raid. If I had to guess, I want to save Time to Reflect for Hazoret. Doesn't have raid, that is fine. I will play the planes, even though I can't actually do anything with it necessarily. I don't know if Cast Out will be too slow. There's an argument for... I'm just going to end turn. There is an argument for cycling it in order to find a 3-drop, or a turn 3 play. What the hell? Sure, that resolves. I'd like to look at it though. Deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature. Well then, that is unfortunate. That's interesting. Is that also a goblin? They're playing goblins. Oh no. I forgot Goblin War Chief is in Dominaria. I'm going up against mono red goblins. That's interesting. Okay. Do I cycle Cast Out? Cast Out will be good against this 3/3, but I at present don't have any turn 3 play. I think I'm not going to cycle it. The punish. So I take 5 here, go to 12. Next turn I have to cast out, essentially. I absolutely committed to the cast out. Ow. Ow. What the hell? You're not a goblin. Okay. So I could Plague Belcher into Time to Reflect. The problem is I haven't seen any burn from them yet. Discard a card, gets until end of turn. I think I'm going to take that path. I think it is better for me to attempt to get a board presence. Man, it looked like they were tugging at their hand already. I think they absolutely have burn. Yeah. Darn. Discard a card here. It's 4, 7, 8, 9 damage. Next turn, I'm guaranteed playing Liliana's Mastery. I'm still going to 3. I'm probably just dead to a second lightning strike here. Honestly, I think I just saved the cast out anyway. Yep. Gonna go to 9, or gonna go to... Already, he didn't do the thing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Liliana's Mastery. They can't die to Magma Spray, which is good. One of them has to jump the Goblin Man, and the other one has to block, and probably technically jump that, but we are alive for now. Alright, let's see what our opponent has. I don't think the mono red matchup is necessarily difficult. Our curve just didn't line up, unfortunately. Hey, look, another one. Luckily, it doesn't have haste. That's fine. It does mean that our... Okay, sure. So I have to block here. That's 5. I have to block here as well. Yeah, so because of that, I won't be able to kill that, so I'm pretty sure I am still just dead. Yeah, dang, that is unfortunate. Dead to mono red. Alright, well, we're 1-1 right now. Let's see if we can get redempt. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, you could say that I should have cycled the cast out. and cared a little bit more about the board presence. And it very well may be correct going up against Locatron here. I'm going second. And I mean, this has a turn 1, a turn 2, and some potential interaction, so I think it's a keepable hand, especially since we're going second. Also of note, we do have both colors. Don't have double black. Alright, another red base. So our black, we do have double black now, but it's a painful black. They didn't have a turn 1 play, so I am inclined to assume that they are not on aggro. See what they're going for here. Highlighting Dreadwander, which is interesting. I don't think the card's necessarily strange. Oh, they are on mono red. Sure, can't block, that's fine. Ow. So they didn't have a 1-drop, but I am assuming that they are. I'm going to assume that they're the aggro in this matchup, so I'm not going to attack. They theoretically could just play another Kenra, but it's fine. So here is where the interesting decisions are made, right? Because you commonly see in tournament Magic, someone wins a game because of one of their cards and they take it out in the sideboard. Because even if a specific play you make or a specific card that you have is helpful in a certain scenario, doesn't necessarily mean that play or that card is necessarily good in that matchup. So we're seeing that I'm going up against what appears to be a similar mono-red deck. So this is a straightforward aggro. And last game, I didn't cycle my cast out, and I was quote-unquote punished for it. Yeah, so that's that I saw coming. Whether or not I cycle cast out here shouldn't necessarily be made, with last game's knowledge in mind. I shouldn't do end turn because I might want to use cast out. That said, I do think I want to cycle cast out. Yeah, I think I do want to cycle cast out. I feel like that's probably correct. Cool. Cool. Now I don't even have to pay life. So once again, I'm not going to be doing any attacking. The point of this game right now is to live until I'm able to gain enough life with Wayward Servant. They went first. Oh, no, they did miss a land drop. I assume these decks run Hazarets, so as far as they can stay off of 4 mana, that's just better for me. I assume, yeah, Wayward Servant will die because they recognize that me gaining life is not good for them. They do go ahead and attack, and I will absolutely take both of these trades. All I want to do is block. All I want to do is survive. They can eternalize, but it's eternalize 6. Like, that's not going to happen for a while. Like, I don't have anything to do here. Next turn I have Liliana, probably getting back Wayward Servant into Vanquisher's banner. So, sure, that's fine. Unfortunately, that means that they do have 4 mana next turn. Luckily, they have enough cards in hand that looks like they're just going to cast something anyway. Okay, sure, that's fine. Because of this, I think instead of minusing Liliana, I'm going to go ahead and plus. So we'll go ahead and play this swamp so I don't have to take any life loss. I will be able to block and kill Lannery Storm. Liliana will only take, theoretically, 1 damage. And then she can really start generating value for us. So they do have 3 cards in hand, 3 mana in play.
Oh, it's you.
Art is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, look what
Okay, let's see what's in here. I dropped a Binding Mummy and a Plague Belcher, that's fine. Looks like my opponent is thinking on Fanatical Firebrand. Or they didn't realize they had to pass. So this is an easy block on the Lannery Storm. If you hazard it here would be pretty unfortunate. Theoretically, I do have Ifnir Deadlands. I have 3 total deserts. No. I think this means I can't block. Okay, so Liliana is dead. But she absorbed 6 life. Very, very, very helpful, Liliana. Yeah, Liliana is dusted. Goodbye, sweet princess. Depending on what I get, I might be able to cast Dreadwander next turn? Potentially?
This is boring anyway.
I'll take that as 6 life gain. Ooh, that's very good here. That's incredibly good. And I can even play the Desert of the Glorified tapped to sacrifice to Ifnir Deadlands on one of the following turns. He is, for what it's worth, getting closer to playing Earthshaker Kenra. But there. Wait, what are they thinking about? I don't like that. I don't like that. You have a potential response. But that is only like per 1 creature, so. Alright. So I have theoretically sufficient blockers. I could attack, theoretically, but I think it would be a mistake. No, Ramaneth Runes. Banned in Standard, I think. I'm fairly certain Ramaneth Rune is banned in Standard. Look, I don't play Standard. Although I guess technically I do now. Whatever, it's fine. So they don't have a ton of power on board right now, which is fantastic. They can theoretically eternalize Earthshaker, which they might be doing. Yeah, okay. So one of my things won't be able to block. I think it has haste. No, not the eternalize. It does have haste. Okay. Sure. I'm curious how they will attack. Sure, that's fine. I will double block and take 3 here. I think next turn I have to use Ifnir on crop. Let's see. Sadly, I don't think I'll be able to. I'll go and get this just because. 3, no. So I wouldn't be able to play both, but that's power less than or equal to, yeah. Yeah, so I have to use it in your Deadlands here, I think. Yeah, so sadly we're not out of the woods yet. And then I will side device this. So next turn, if they eternalize the other one, I probably have to chump and then block. She doesn't have, no, she doesn't have first strike, which is fine. Definitely not attacking here. So yeah, I would chump, lose out on that, kill her. They'd have a 4/4 and a 1/1 and 2 mana. See what they end up doing. Man, having my Wayward Servant get destroyed so early. What a shame. Okay, they do end up wanting to eternalize Earthshaker Kenra. So I'm gonna lose both of my zombies here. Oh, right! Huh. Well, that is unfortunate. I can either chump or take one out. I'd go down to 5. I'm gonna do this. Because the reason I'm making this block is if they wanted to, they could just sack this to hit me anyway. I need to find a way to gain life. I didn't find it. Because now I died to Ramunap Ruins. 5. No, I think I am dead. Dang. I am not seeing a way out. Nope. Well, looks like I have 1-2. Might be a shorter video anyway. That was unfortunate. I usually don't have that much of a problem with mono red, I don't think. I didn't lose 2 in a row though. Maybe something to know. Maybe I should run Cast Down. Opponent's Dalebert. Yeah, I don't know how good Cast Down is in this format. Once again, I'm going second. I feel like I don't remember if both of the mono red matchups I was going second, but going second against mono red is not great. Once again, this is a good hand. And once again, I'm going up against mono red. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, well. Let's see if we can be redeemed. Hey, look, it's Ramunap. According to Wizards, they plan on, once they have everything in Standard, they're going to adhere to the Standard ban list. Why don't you just ban Ramunap Ruins now? Go away. See what they end up playing here. They don't have a second play. Is pretty clutch. I assume they're going to kill my Binding Mummy. Dread Wanderer just dies to first strike. If Dread Wanderer just dies to first strike anyway, and it is only 1 damage, I think I'm going to attack here. Based on the fact that they're pausing, yeah, they're showing that they're killing my Binding Mummy. Yeah. Might as well attack. I don't have a great block here, so. I didn't have a 3 or a 4. Actually insane. And they had the Hazard on 4. Wow. I have a 3-drop now. So I will be able to do some blocking. I will pretend to have time to reflect up. My turn has nice Liliana's Mastery, but until I get cast out or time reflect, I can't really get past this Hazard. Although they are still unable to do anything until they get rid of 2 cards in their hand. Let's see what they end up trying. Theoretically, they could attack with Rigging Runner And, oh, yay. They don't have any profitable attacks here. Yeah. Damn, I'm gonna die in the air. Didn't actually mean to do that, but it's fine. Regain taste. Okay, so attacking with Dread Wonder literally does nothing here because they can block for free. I think I want the bodies. I could really use some of that sweet removal right about now. I have no profitable attacks. Man, if I get a third loss in a row to mono red, that will be annoying. Are you actually serious? This is actual madness. Cannot block the other ones. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say to this madness. And I drew another land. Fantastic. I can't tell that's sarcasm. Well, luckily you can't attack again with Lord Mirror until next turn, where I kill another one of my creatures. I don't even know what I could necessarily do to combat this. I assume this is going to be a loss, so I'm already thinking about what I might do to change the deck. I don't know if he sees it, but I'm literally dead on board. He can attack with Rekindling Phoenix, activate Fanatical Fiber, and activate Ramaneth Ruins. I'm dead. I'm literally dead on board. Let's see if they see it. You serious? Nah. What are you doing? Oh yeah, they could even use Hazard to do it. Why? You had lethal. I don't understand. I'll cast Plague Belcher. I don't necessarily see a way out of it, but I'll do it. You can kill me, what are you waiting for? Right, this doesn't have a clause, and neither does this. Literally at any time, you can kill me. I don't understand why you're waiting. Alright, it looks like they're gonna do it now. There you go. Me, mono red player. Me, I'm smart. Well, that was an unceremonious defeat. I can't believe you've done this. Last one, I got 4 wins. This one, I got 1 win, and then died 3 in a row to mono red. Well then. That's incredibly unfortunate. Well, I guess I'm gonna go back to some sort of drawing board, and with that, all will be one, except frickin' mono red.